All right, in a late April 2026 self improvement review. This one's gonna be kind of short. I've really fallen off on this stuff, man. Like, it's not been that great. But anyway, I guess we'll just talk the fitness related stuff. I've only been going to the gym once a week. I've really fallen off on this. And part of that is because financially, not doing so hot. So a lot of what I'm doing is I'm kind of trying to work some more hours, which leaves me less time for the gym and all the other stuff. So that's not been all that great. So for example, like I'm teaching a lot more music lessons for guitar, flute, and piano, and I've been practicing a lot because I've got rehearsals for a play that I'm going to be substituting at one date in. And then I've also got some shows coming up, so that's been taking a lot of time. Primarily not rehearsing, but practicing for the play, just because it's like a different style of music. It's not super technically hard, but it's just a different style than I'm used to, and it requires me to do like some improvised solos because I'm guitar one. Thank God it's just for one date. Yeah, as you can see, I'm tracking the different sections that I'm working on, different numbers in the play. It's going to be Grease, so it could be a lot worse. But yeah, that's where we're at now. Just that's a general thing before we really get into this. So I guess music wise, songwriting. I worked some on leads for heritage stuff. We had our first show. Oh yeah, the first Thriller show. That was awesome. We all did really well, I think. I really can't complain. I'm proud of our performance there. So cool. That's been good. We got our EP recorded. It is currently at the time of recording, which is middle of May, because I'm super late on this. I just sent some mix notes over to our mixing engineer, so it's getting there. Also, our good friend who's working on the album artwork, Straight Edge John, he is doing well with the artwork. He's got a draft for us to look at tonight. So all of that's coming together real well for Thriller. Writing wise, outside of lead stuff, I guess I wrote a song with one of my coworkers because we ran a songwriting workshop thing. That was in May though, but anyway, we wrote a song together. That was cool, just to work with a different writer and for like a different genre. But yeah, that was cool. Anyway, let's see. I really have not been doing that much of the seventh chord sweep arpeggios like I thought I was going to be doing. Instead, I've been doing a lot of triad review. Uh, because for the musical, most of my parts are going to be higher triads because there's two guitarists. Guitar two is doing a lot of like lower voicings, a lot of like lower bar chord stuff. So I've been like, all right, I guess I'll focus on triad shapes on the highest three strings. So that's what I've been doing. Nothing really for improv, which I probably should brush up on because I have improvised solos, which, good God, send help. But technique. I did do some sort of the seventh chord super arpeggio stuff, but like I really fell off towards the middle of the month just because I realized like, hey, I got to lock in for this musical. Working on getting heritage and Thriller material cleaner. Yeah, I think I've done a pretty good job of that. Like the Thriller stuff especially is like really locked in. We did. We've been doing at rehearsal. Like we'll just run through the set and like we just all nailed the parts. So we're just like, cool. I guess we'll move on to other stuff. So that's been cool. But yeah, a lot of my practice stuff has been for Grease. I think a lot of the challenge is the voice leading stuff because I mean I could just like root position everything, but I'm trying to actually do some voice leading so it's a little bit easier and it's gonna sound better. I think it'll stick out more if I'm not voice leading. Yeah, but who knows? Maybe I'm overthinking that. No real ear training stuff. Well, kind of, but not really. I wouldn't really count it as ear training. Like I just listen to the Grease soundtrack and then I'll play some stuff. Like there was some sheet music I was reading incorrectly, and um, I thought it was notated wrong, but it turns out I just misread the key signature because I was getting a little ahead of myself. I think it like changed keys between during a page turn, and I just like didn't catch that. I think that's what it was. But anyway, I need to kind of focus on that. Vocals. Before recording, I was practicing pretty regularly, so that came out pretty decent. Overall, it was I kept pretty busy, and it was a pretty productive month. Yeah, lots of music stuff, lots of music related stress. So that's fantastic. Um, for general self improvement stuff, where did my page go? Oh, here we go. Um, I don't really do that much reading, or journaling really. I fell off with like a lot of that and meditation stuff. Like towards I think the end of the month, or even thinking beginning of May, I started to get back into it. But like I've just because like I'm so stressed out, I've been like just defaulting to watching YouTube and stuff. So that's not been good. I actually just for like my what do you call that? Improvement items for next month. I disabled YouTube, so I've been watching a lot less, as you can imagine. So that is definitely helped with me like feeling more mindful, and just like generally better overall. So yeah, that really not all that much to cover here because I just didn't do most of it. So yeah, hopefully with everything that I've been doing, May goes pretty well. Um, but yeah, that's all I got. I guess see you next month.